songwriter, I'm a gospel singer-songwriter, and I'm also a pharmacist. I'm just gonna, in this video, talk about how to write a great song. In the past, probably about a few years ago, just after I released my first album, I was approached by BBC Blast at the time to do a workshop for young people on how to write a good song. And the workshop went really well. And then like a little bit after that, I was approached by a choir conference to do a songwriting masterclass, which went well as well. So I feel like, well, that's all the qualification I have for releasing this video, but I felt that I might have information that might be useful for some people. So I hope that you can listen on, and I hope that you enjoy this video. I've written over 50 songs and released about 20 or so of them. And I feel that the process my process of songwriting is something that could benefit anyone who saw themselves either writing songs as a hobby or maybe it being a career for them. So I might have a little bit of nugget of wisdom that I've learned over the years. And if it's not for you, that's fine. Feel free to share it with a friend or family member that you feel this video might be useful for. Before I go any further, I would like to ask you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and share this video if you feel that the content is useful to you or someone you may know. So, if you'd like to learn how to write better songs, watch on. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you 10 tips on how to write a great song. And before I begin, I'd like to define what I define a great song as. So in my definition, a great song is not necessarily a hit. Although most hits are great songs, but there are some hits that are hits simply because of good marketing. My definition of a great song is a memorable, relatable song that brings you good emotions and has relevant lyrics. So, a memorable, relatable song that brings you good emotions and has relevant lyrics. So, what are my 10 tips for writing a great song? So, I'm just going to divide these tips into 10 words. 10 words, 10 key words that if you can remember these 10 key words, that will help you in writing better songs. So, the 10 words are listen, learn, collaborate, simplify, breaks, feedback, silence, journal, failure, record. And in this very first video, I'm going to just address the 5 top tips. So watch on if you'd like to know more. The first tip is listen. So when writing a great song, you need to learn to listen and study other great songs, so songs that you consider great. So think of your favorite songs. What do you like about them? What about them makes you think that you can remember them easily? What about them just gives you the feeling, a good feeling inside? And then the next tip to do with listening is to listen to great artists. So you need to have tutors, you need to have people, mentors, people you look up to. You might not be able to ever meet them face to face to get advice from them, but you can study the way they write, you can study the type of songs they release, and this can help you become a better singer-songwriter, or a better, to be able to enjoy your hobby better by writing better songs. Another thing is to listen to great instrumentalists. So listen to great musicians, because I believe musicians are so skilled and they're so intelligent, because they just take a lot to learn an instrument and to master it. So if you listen to good musicians, they can give you some tips on how to write better songs. And the last section to do with listening is try being silent for an hour a day and just listen to your surroundings, listen to your inner thoughts, think about memorable situations that have happened to you, memorable experiences. This can help you write better songs. Tip, if you remember from the 10 words I gave you, is learn. So learn music theory. So for example, you could learn a new scale, in a certain amount of time. You could learn the major scale or the minor scale, harmonic or melodic minor. You can learn a new language that will actually increase help you in the way your brain learns and the way your brain develops. So learning a new language is actually quite good in terms of helping your brain to become quicker. I don't even know if I've explained that well. Learn a new instrument. Learning to play an instrument can actually help you become better at writing songs. I didn't know this for a long time. When I did my GCSE, I did music GCSE because I had a passion for music. But my worst part of my GCSE in music was learning the keyboard, which I had to learn. But I didn't want to learn it, or I couldn't get it. Now that I'm older and I've been writing, I realize just how important having the skill of at least understanding an instrument, if not being fluent at it, is. But it helps to be fluent in your instrument because it can actually aid you in your songwriting. Something else that you can do in terms of learning is learn new words. So try and learn new words that will help you with your lyric writing. You'll be able to express yourself better with a wider variety of words that you can use. Yes, so that's the second tip. So the first tip was listen, and the second tip is learn. Now we're going to talk about the third tip. Third tip when it comes to writing a great song is collaborating. So collaborate with other singers, collaborate with producers, collaborate with musicians, collaborate with friends, collaborate with poets, collaborate with other songwriters. This really helped me. When I was recording my second album, I did a lot of collaboration. Like the producer that worked on that album with me, we literally sat down. I had written the songs, but when I came to him, he helped me develop the songs further. So I think that having more than one brain at work at a particular song can actually help you write a much better song than you would have been able to do by yourself. So some of the things that collaborating will help us do in terms of songwriting, it can help with the structure of the song. It can help generate ideas. It can help with the development of the song. And you don't even have to meet, with social distancing and self-isolation at the moment, you don't have to meet up with someone to write a great song with them. You can actually have a video call where you talk about, how you're going to collaborate on a particular song. So that's the third tip. The third tip is collaborate. So the first tip was listen. Second is learn. The third one is collaborate. The fourth tip, if you can remember from the 10 words I gave you earlier, the fourth tip is simplify. So you can simplify the process of songwriting by, depending on your strengths, you can start off writing the skeleton of the song, whether you start off with the lyrics. So you write the verse, the chorus, another verse, chorus, a bridge, chorus, outro, or any format you like. Sometimes some songs are basically just 3 verses. For example, as some hymns. So it's up to you how you'd like the skeleton of your song to be. But if you're a musician, you can literally just write the music first. So you just work on a really simple chord progression for the music. And then you can maybe collaborate with someone, or you can work on the lyrics later. And if you're more of a lyric writer or a poet, you can work on the words first and then collaborate with a musician, or you can work on your melody afterwards. So to summarize, you can start with the skeleton of the song in terms of simplifying the process, and then build on it. Start with the lyrics or start with the melody depending on your strength. And then you can work out the structure of the song first before then adding meat to the bones, if that makes sense. So you can work out the skeleton of the song and then just start adding little by little. You start adding different embellishments to make the song better. This is the 5th tip. The 5th tip is breaks. So far we've spoken about the first 4 tips, which were learn, listen, collaborate, simplify. Now the 5th tip is breaks. So when I use the catchphrase or the word breaks in this situation, I mean that you should take regular breaks when songwriting. And when I say regular breaks, it can range from 15 minutes away from your lyrics pad or your instrument to up to taking a day off and then coming back and working on the song. A song can be written in minutes or it can be written in months. The important thing is the end product. So taking regular breaks to make sure your mind is refreshed, to be able to write from almost like from a clean slate every time you write, so that you're not clouded by other things that may be going on, or with or just being faced with your song like non-stop. That can actually cloud your creativity. So taking a break is very, very important. So we've done the first 5 tips for this video. That's the end of this video, and I hope that it has really added to your life, or it has helped you somehow. If it hasn't, don't worry, you can share these tips from the Singing Pharmacist to your friends or family that are aspiring songwriters or just have a hobby to write songs. As a Christian, I'd like to add that a big part of my process is getting inspiration from the Holy Spirit. So some songs literally come to me because I've been inspired by God, and that's a big part of my faith. So if you feel that that tip can help you as well, feel free to take it on board. So I sometimes pray before writing a song, or sometimes when I'm worshiping in my own time, lyrics or melodies will come to me. So I hope this helps you as well. Thanks very much for watching the first video on this topic. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section down below. Also, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And please watch out for part 2 of this how to write a great song tutorial. Have a good day.